beautiful Bhava babes. Welcome back to another Sunday Bhava broadcast. Hello, hello. Hey, Brian, nice to see you on here. Hi. Welcome. Okay. Hey, if you're new here, say hello. Actually, just say hello regardless. I can't see who's watching on the Bhava broadcast unless you tell me that you are here. And you know what? This is interesting. I got some stuff going on. Okay. I can't tell, but leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to know you here. Give you a big warm welcome. Hi. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ingrid H. Turner. I am the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and we are a digital church, and we are here to help you live in partnership with spirit. Hey, beautiful Charlotte. Lovely to see you. Thanks for commenting. I'm so glad you're here. And we show up and help the collective, whoever's here for it, move from fear into love to bring in this incredible new earth that we're all feeling. And because it's bumpy, we need these containers where we come together and connect and create safe, sacred space, right? For spirit, from spirit, by spirit. So here we are. Hey, Samantha, love my new do. Thank you. There's not much there. I went last Sunday. I just went, oh, look, I'm shaving my head today. And I did. I shaved my head, but I kind of love it. It's pretty amazing, pretty free feeling. Thank you so much. Getting a pretty good response from it. So that's kind of cool. Not that it matters, but Brian says, I still have less hair. Oh, is it a competition, darling? Is that what we're doing? We're competing with the hair. That's great. All righty. Hey, if you are showing up here every week and finding this broadcast helpful, please share it with your friends, invite people to the show. I'm here to be of service, and we're here to come together, and we're here to connect deeply and open ourselves up, regenerate, rejuvenate with divine spirit for the week ahead. Oh, Samantha's in Fort Bragg. Oh, I love Fort Bragg. I'm so happy you're there, sending cool, clean air and prayers for the fire to be extinguished. Yeah, Northern California is on fire. I am so sorry to hear that. Every time I talk to family or friends who are back home, it's just like, there's so much smoke, we can't breathe. We're going to be sending some prayers out today for Northern California and the fires. So thank you all so much for being a part of that. All right, so what are we doing today? We are going to be doing prayer and healings and channeling divine spirit. I'm going to channel live. I don't know what the heck is going to come through yet. We're going to find out. We're going to be looking at the human design transits for the week. And we're going to be looking at tarot cards and the energies for the week. We're going to get a really good feel of what's ahead this week. And then I am doing readings by donation. If you would like a reading on the live stream, donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission. That is listed in the description of the video. You can find the PayPal link there and make a donation. If you're not able to use PayPal, let me know. Leave a comment. I'll throw my Venmo up and make it easy. Charlotte, I look stunning. Well, thank you. I feel stunning. Yeah, Gracie, I am close to you. I'm going to be contacting you soon, darling. I'm hailing from Savannah, Georgia today, and it's been amazing. I'm really enjoying myself here. Hey, Claudine, nice to see you on here. I'm glad that you could join. Yeah, here we are. Okay. We're going to start with a grounding in. And the reason we ground in, my loves, is because we are connecting, opening ourselves up to spirit. It is not just me. I am a channel. I attract other channels. And then we activate each other. So we're all going to be opening up to spirit that much more today as we come together and we channel this message, this healing, this energy from divine spirit. And in order to do that really effectively and take that out into our lives in a practical way and apply it in a practical way for ourselves and for the people around us, we need to be grounded in with the earth energies, because we are earth creatures. We are earth beings. Okay. So we need to be rooted in. So that's why grounding is really important. And that's why I do it all the time. Make sure everybody's grounded in before we go channeling divine spirit. Okay. And then after we channel divine spirit and we get the message, I want to hear from you. I want you to open up to it. I want you to receive it. Any hits you get, any questions you have, any stories you want to share, leave a comment, because you are helping us all understand and expand on our understanding of the message from divine spirit. I am a human and you are a human, and we are here for a very pointed experience. Like, our consciousness is pointed, shoved into this really narrow field of perception. And we're designed that way. There's nothing wrong with that, but it means that there's no way any of us can tap into the fullness of spirit and creation and God consciousness. So when we come together as channels and we all allow ourselves to open up to spirit, we are individually, through our own individual lenses of perspective, we are expanding. It's like a patchwork quilt. I have a piece and you have a piece and she has a piece and he has a piece, and we put it all together. And when we put it all together, we all have a deeper understanding, a more expanded understanding of spirit. So your comments matter. And I want to bring those up. I want to talk about it. I want to feel into it. I want to make sure that we have that. So please don't be shy. Leave your comments, okay? After we channel the message from Divine Spirit, I'm going to go over the human design transits for the week. If you're not familiar with human design, it is this incredible tool that is like this roadmap to your unique energetic signature. When you look at an individual chart, it shows you like how you're wired and how you're designed to live your life, to go about your life so that you have a life of ease and flow and grace and love and all of those yummy, yummy things. And then when you look at the transits, it's talking about how the planetary transits, as per the human design charts, are impacting the collective and our energetic signature. And you can look at your own chart and you can kind of compare it. But even if you don't know how to do that, it's really valuable to hear what energies are coming up this week and what energies are impacting us this week. And bringing it through. So I really love to go over that. And then after that, I'm going to do tarot cards. I have my favorite deck, my Wild Unknown deck. Pull tarot card energies for the week and see what's out coming up. What else does Spirit want us to know about the energies for the week ahead, and how can we work with these energies moving out into the week ahead? And then finally, I'm going to do readings by donation on the live. So if you donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, we are a church. It is a tax-deductible donation. Any amount as a big old thank you, I'm going to give you a reading on the live stream. We will look at what you need to know for the week ahead, how the energies are impacting you, and what particular energies are coming up for you, and what you need to handle that, move through it, whatever it is that you need. So again, that link is in the description of the video. Donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and that'll be at the end, and I'll be putting that up on the screen. You'll have plenty of warning. Okay. All right, my loves, without further ado, let's go ahead and ground in together. So I want you to close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel all of your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. You just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core, and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energies hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra, and exhale into your root chakra. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you for bringing us together, for creating this sacred space. Thank you for helping us open up to the message from Divine Spirit, to the healing from Divine Spirit, to the clarity, the wisdom, and the love from Divine Spirit today. Help us receive it fully into our beings, into our bodies, to integrate it completely, and to move out into our week with love and grace and presence and acceptance and compassion. And let us show all of this, embody all of this, and touch everyone who we come into contact with these powerful energies, this loving energy from Divine Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going to invite you to share your prayers. This is what they call the prayer pot. Okay, so type it, share it. We're going to bring it up and we're going to affirm these prayers. Prayer is so powerful. Speaking your prayer, speaking your intention into the world is what anchors it and brings it forth in a really powerful way. It makes it manifest. So you pray for yourself, pray for loved ones, pray for the collective, pray for the not so loved ones. Whatever's on your heart, I want to hear it. We want to hear it and we want to affirm that. We want everybody on this stream, on the live, and everybody who comes and watches the replay to affirm this prayer for you. And the first one we have is our beautiful Samantha, who is praying for clean, cool air and prayers for the fires to be extinguished in Northern California. Let's affirm this prayer with Samantha. Let's send healing energy to Northern California, to a California that is being affected by the fires. Send cooling, loving, cleansing energy to California. Snuff out those fires. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, beautiful Samantha. I appreciate you. Atone Brian says, my plea to God is to reduce the total suffering of our race. Wow. Potent prayer, my love. Let's go ahead and affirm this prayer for Brian to reduce the total suffering of our species, of our humanity, of the human race. Bring that suffering down, come fully into acceptance, into presence, and let the suffering go. The suffering that we take out with us, that we hold on to, help us let it go, let it go, let it go. Thank you so much, Brian. Beautiful Gracie, prayer for my emotional stability and for the easy, quick sale of my California home. Let's affirm this prayer for beautiful Gracie. Let's send her divine healing energy, wrap her up in a blanket of white light, of love and light and grace and presence and clarity, so that she can be fully in her being and fully in her center. And let's send energy to California, to her home in California. Let's dress it up. Let's surround it. Let's lift it up. Let's magnetize it so that the right people, the people who will love it, fall in love with that home and want to buy that home and take it off of Gracie's hands and move into it and continue their life and allow Gracie to disconnect and move on with her life. Let's affirm that prayer for her. Thank you so much, Gracie. Charlotte is praying to dissolve the fears that keep me stuck. Let's say a prayer for Charlotte. Affirm this prayer for Charlotte. Let's send this prayer. Charlotte, we pray that you are able to release your fears, to sink fully into your body, into this moment, to receive crystal clear clarity and allow yourself to get into the action before being stopped by your fears. Thank you so much. Sarah's praying for a lottery ticket because the other was a loser. That's great. Sending prayers to Sarah. By any means necessary, let her financial situation expand and improve and abundance flow to her through the lottery or by any means necessary. We love that. Claudine says, I pray for health and rain for the fires in Alberta and British Columbia, Canada. Oh, we got Canada on fire as well. Let's go ahead and send these prayers, affirm this prayer for Claudine, for her health, and for rain, and for the energy of God and love to surround the areas of Canada that are burning. Sending divine love, sending divine healing, praying for the rain, praying for the water, praying for it to be put out. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. I really love this part of the Bhava broadcast when we're all praying and affirming prayers. It's so juicy. Okay, let's go into channel. All right. Spirit, what does Spirit have for us today? Here's my guide. Oh my God. I just felt my body just relax, relax, relax. Spirit is asking us to come to our bodies and pay attention. Notice where you're holding tension in your body. And let's just do this together. Let's pause. Let's close our eyes if you're able to, and just take a deep breath. And become aware of the tension, where you're holding the tension in your body. And where you become aware of the tension that you're constantly holding in your body, he says, relax, 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 relax your body. He says, relax, relax. He says that we're feeling this edge, the precipice, that we're on the edge of something. And it's causing us to tense up. It's causing us to put tension, allow tension to build in the parts of our body where we hold our fears, where we hold those jump scares that we experience as children. He says, when you were very small, something would scare you. Something would scare you. And that's where you hold the tension. Where you feel that in your body is where the fear from your childhood is located. And Spirit is asking us to slow down this week, to slow way down and move with slowness and grace and softness. You can see how slow and deliberately I'm speaking. And allow yourself to pause and breathe and find peace in the breath and in the cracks of your life. Spirit says that holding on to this tension, which is just old energy stuck in the body, is preventing you, says individually, it is preventing you from taking the next step. It is preventing you from the clarity that is right in front of you. It's just through that tension, softening the tension in your body will soften the stuckness that is between you and your next step and your next expression. Ooh, that felt really good. Your next expression. He says, all of you are taking a step in a brand new direction. And you're right on the edge and you're unconsciously holding the fear and holding the tension. Now I feel energy in my power center. And the power center to me feels like feeling unsure of your footing, feeling unsure of your ability to manage this new energy, that this new version of you. So Spirit says you don't have to take any steps or do anything this week except slow down, move deliberately, move with grace and softness, and pay attention to where you're holding the tension. My tension is in my shoulders and my neck and in my hamstrings. That's where I hold my tension. Where do you hold your tension in your body? Where do you hold it? And this week, slow down, Spirit says. Slow down and allow yourself to be at ease at every opportunity you can. Whenever you notice yourself speeding up, getting frenetic, slow down. Take a breath. Evaluate where the tension is in your body. After that, after about a week of this, you're going to be more clear. Another step is coming. This is a slower week, is what Spirit is saying. This is a slower week. Sarah holds tension in her jaw, neck, and shoulders. Yeah. Beautiful. So that's very simple. Spirit's coming through with a directive. Slow down, be graceful, deliberate, and easy. And relax, relax, relax. This is a really good week for breathing and meditation and prayer and lots of it. Lots of it. This is the build up. This is the build up, the build up to a breakthrough. Build up to a breakthrough. That tension, that fear is coming because you're about to break through into new energy, into a new frequency that you're not familiar with. Every time our frequency expands, every time we're about to break through to a new level, if you will, then our fear kicks way up. You get tense, your body gets tense, and shit stops working out. Like it feels like there's no flow, which compounds the fear. And the ego brain is coming in and going, shut it down. We don't know how to manage this. Don't let them expand. And you just have to stay in it and relax and stay in it and breathe and stay in it and stay in it. And then all of a sudden, bam, you're going to pop through. And when you pop through, that's when you get back into the swing of things. That's when you get back into that flow. You know, that feeling of like, yes, I'm flying high. Everything's working out. I have energy. Everything's just moving so smoothly. That's where you are going to get to as soon as you break into this new energy. But you're just right there on the edge. And that's why Spirit is saying, nuh-uh. Slow, breathe, soft, release the tension. Release the tension. Rick says he's off to the coast this morning. My happy place. Yes, my happy place too. I love it, darling. I love it. Claudine holds tension in her lower back. See, this is good. This is stuck energy in the body. Fear energy from childhood, from when you were scared as a child. Even if that fear never manifested anything real, if it scared you because nobody ever taught us how to feel it and release it, it got stuck in the body. So this information you will use later. You will kind of come to later. Okay, we can move through that. We can move through that. All right, my loves. Cool. I'm gonna get out my human design notes because I was looking at the chart today. Okay. I love human design. I do consultations as well. I can look at your chart and show you your unique energetic signature. And a full session is an hour and a half long, and it is killer. So if you would like to book that, hit me up, send me a message. I'll be happy to do one. I have some openings tomorrow, in fact, if you'd like a human design chart reading. These are really fun. Okay, what do we need to know for this week? So the energies that are really prominent are energies in our mind, are really feeling clear and feeling consistent, and energies in the, not in the mind, in the throat, mind is open, throat, speaking, communicating. This is a really great time to speak your intentions, to speak what your desires, to speak your prayers. It's going to anchor it and make it manifest in the physical world. Okay? Speak up, my loves. Speak up, my loves. The emotional energy is consistent this week. So you're going to be riding an emotional wave. Okay? You're going to be up and down and in kind of a moodier place. And that's fine. You get to honor your emotional experience. You get to just ride the wave. It will not last forever. Do not over-identify with any emotions that you're feeling this week. It's just a wave. It's just a wave. Now, here's an energy. The energy that we're experiencing with these two centers is an energy about emotional chaos that results in big changes and gaining new experiences so that you can teach others the lessons, the wisdom from those experiences. So we're all going to be feeling the pressure, the emotional pressure to make changes. And we're going to be wanting to make those changes. And we're going to be wanting to break free. So this week is that slowing down, right? So Spirit, okay, I'm tying this into the channeling. This is very cool. Spirit says slow down, because there's a pressure that is building that is going to result in that change, result in that new experience. It's going to birth the next version of you. But before that birth happens, before we spring into change, there's the pressure, the emotional discomfort, which will lead us to the next highest expression, the next version of ourselves, right? So it's an intense energy. It's an emotional energy. It's here to move us away from old experiences that are outdated, outdone, and are no longer serving us, and into a new experience that we can then immerse ourselves in and come out and teach about it and share the lessons and share the wisdom from that experience. Okay, so that's an energy that we're all experiencing this week. So don't be surprised that emotional discomfort shows up, resulting in breakthrough and change, and a lot of wisdom coming from that experience so that you can share about it. Being a teacher, this is a teacher kind of an energy. Okay. So our directions, what's our direction? The sun. The sun is in gate 47. This is kind of like our focus. This is where a lot of our attention is going right now. Gate 47 is in the Ajna center. It's part of the mind. Okay. So it's an energy of like mulling some things over, turning it over and turning it over and turning it over until spontaneously, when the time is right, you come to these ingenious solutions to problems. Now, this doesn't happen immediately. This is an energy you kind of thinking and turning it over and thinking and turning it over. I think of it, the analogy I think of is like now I can't think, a tumbler. Excuse me. When you put stones in a tumbler and it polishes them, right? This gate is like your mind turning over an idea, turning over a problem, turning over a thought over and over and over and over again until it is polished, until a breakthrough comes, until a solution is reached. I got a little thing in my throat. Hang on. So that's going to be a big, like, we're really going to be thinking about problems and thinking about solutions. And the solutions will come not really as a result of thinking about them, but when the time is right, and the thinking about the solutions, when the time is right, all of that thinking that you have done will result in sort of insights, like new insights, seeing around issues, around problems, a well-rounded point of view. Okay. Grounding. What's grounding us? So interestingly, what's grounding us is our moodiness. It's our emotions. It's honoring our emotional experience. This is a really creative energy. It's an artistic energy, right? This is the earth in gate 22. This artistic energy, and artistry, creativity goes through cycles. It goes through highs and lows, highs and lows. And this energy is about the artistic, the creative highs and lows. So what's grounding us is really honoring our emotional experience, going into the melancholic states and coming up into the exaltation, into the melancholic states and up into the exaltation. And through that experience, through the ups and downs, through the wave of the emotional wave, our creativity is birthed, our artistry is brought out into the world. And it is exceptional and honest and faithful because we have been exceptional, honest, and faithful in our emotional experience. You may find that you are responding strongly to other people's emotions and other people are responding strongly to your emotions. Regardless of how other people are responding, this is a time for you to ground yourself in by honoring your emotional experience, not necessarily identifying with every single emotion. But if you're feeling up, you're feeling up. If you're feeling down, you're feeling down, and you get to let yourself have it. And this will foster and mold and massage your creative energy so that you bring that out into the world. You birth that out into the world. All right. What are we communicating and teaching about? Gate 18, Mercury is going through gate 18. So this is an energy of how to do things better in order to bring more joy into the collective, bring more joy into our lives. Okay. And so this is like sliced bread. You used to sell loaves of bread. People had to go home and slice it themselves. Now somebody came with the idea of like, let's slice the bread for them. Make it all that much quicker. Oh my God, we love sliced bread. I love sliced bread. I literally had to slice my own bread when I was a kid. So now I buy sliced bread. I still think it's awesome. Sliced bread is the best, right? But so it's this idea, it's this concept of taking what we're doing, the processes, the procedures, what we're doing and going, ooh, I see a better way of doing that. It's going to save time so that we have more time for play. But here's the thing about gate 18. Gate 18 is a piercing projected energy. So if you go barreling in with like, oh, here's how you can do that better, that's going to be received as, oh, you suck, right? Oh, you're not doing it right. Whereas if you wait to be recognized, wait for the invitation, or, hey, can I share this with you? Hey, I have an idea. Get buy-in before you share this, before you teach about this, then you're going, that energy is going to be received and implemented, and it's going to make the world a better place and give us all more time to spend on enjoying things that we love, things that we enjoy, right? Right. Okay, our values. What are we valuing this week? Gate 40. This is called the gate of aloneness. So this is Venus going through gate 40, and Venus is what we love. Venus is what we value. And so we are all valuing our solo time. We're all valuing our alone time. We're also valuing and sinking into the fact that even when we're around other people and in a crowd, we're still alone. And ultimately, this human experience is traveled alone. Even with other people, you're still very much alone. Okay. So that's an energy that we're really sinking into and valuing this week. What's our initiative? All right. Mars is in gate 35. Mars is an energy about like initiative, get up and go, yeah, make it happen. But it's also immature, and it's going to be wherever Mars is hanging out, we're going to be kind of learning some stuff. And Mars is like this shoot from the hip energy, and it's in gate 35. And gate 35 is this intuitive knowing when to make a change, when to make a change. Well, guess what? With Mars hanging out in gate 35, take a breath before you make a change, because Mars is going to want to shoot first and ask questions later. And gate 35, you know when it's time to make a change. You know when it's time to move forward and do something else and have a new experience. But with Mars hanging out there, it's going to want to push you maybe before you're ready, right? Push you before you really have like lined up the energy. So when you feel that urge to make a change, take a breath. Take a breath. And then feel into it, whether it's ready or not. And you might find that sometimes like, ooh, you know what? I could hang back, be like a bow and arrow. I'm pulling back. And then when it's time to release, I will shoot forward. So Mars is powerful initiative, powerful impetus, but it asks us to take a breath, because Mars is a head first, sacrifice everything for what it wants. And sometimes it's not where it's at, right? It's not where it's at. So that's where Mars is hanging out. Now, our abundance is Jupiter's in gate 17, has been there for a while. Gate 17 is the gate of opinions, okay? So sharing your opinion about things in order to expand the understanding. It doesn't mean your opinion is right. It just means that your opinion, right or wrong, will expand the understanding of something one way or another. Now, again, this is another projected gate, which means that if you go barreling in with your opinion and nobody asked you for it, it's not going to be received well. But if you get buy-in, if you wait to be recognized, you say, hey, I have an idea, or I have a thought on that, would you like to hear it? Then your opinion will be received, applied, and it will expand the understanding of it. Gate 17 is also a bird's eye view. It's a 10,000-foot view. Okay, so you're able to see things from a broader perspective. You're not getting so lost in the details. You're able to see things from a broader perspective. So you do have really good insight. Your opinions are valid and valuable. Even if they're not right, they're still going to expand what is. And with Jupiter in this gate, this is how we are unlocking our abundance as a collective. We are sharing our opinions where they are wanted and where they are asked for. And that unlocks it for everybody. Okay? Where's our challenge? Gate 49, the gate of principles, has been here for a while. This is the energy for revolution when our principles are not being adhered to. Okay, this can be individual principles, family principles, tribal, community, culture, world, global, right? It's this emotional pressure to create revolution in order to get the collective or get self or get others aligned, realigned again with their principles. Or conversely, revolution to change the principles, that the laws to align with what really matters, right, to the collective. And this is Saturn going through that gate. Saturn is where we feel challenged and stuck when we are living out of alignment. So that's where you're really going to feel it. That's where we're feeling the squeeze collectively if we're living out of alignment. But if we're living in alignment, if we're living in our authenticity, then this will be like a superhighway for us. Ride right over it. It's a powerful structure that carries us over troubled waters. The bridge that carries us over troubled waters. It just depends on what you're doing with your energy. So the outer planets, which take longer to go through, our breakthrough, which is Uranus, is in gate 2. This is where we have our breakthroughs, our strokes of genius, our sudden insights, expect the unexpected. Gate 2 is the gate of guidance. It's being a guide for other people primarily. It's really seeing how to help somebody else along their life path. Yourself as well, but more so for other people. So when you step into the role of guide, to be of guide and of service to others, that's where your breakthrough is going to happen. That's where you can expect the unexpected. And of course, when others are being a guide to you, listening to the guidance of other people, you're going to have those breakthroughs with Uranus going through that gate. Our spiritual practice is still in gate 36, which is the gate of crisis, this emotional energy that creates tension and discomfort so that we make a change. Right? That's what our spirituality or spiritual path has been for the collective for quite a while. Now, our transformation has changed gates. Our transformation, Pluto has been hanging out in gate 60, which is the gate of limitations. And now it's in gate 61, which is really interesting. Gate 61 is the gate of inspiration. It's those aha moments It's the gate to, it's a pressure gate. It's a gate of questioning. Why? Why are we here? Why are we doing this? What does it all mean? What is the meaning of life? This esoteric existential questions. You can get really caught up in that when you're in the shadow aspect of gate 51. At its highest expression, it's an incredible openness to the hits, the downloads from divine spirit, just access to that incredible knowing, that incredible inspiration. So with Pluto there, this is where we are going through our transformation as a collective, is in that gate of inspiration. So you're going to be experiencing the whole spectrum of that gate with Pluto moving through it over the next, I don't know, however long it's going to be. It's going to be a long time. And, you know, you're going to go all the way to the shadow, which is that pressure, why, and just getting obsessed with the why, to eventually letting that go and allowing that to be allowing yourself to just be open to inspiration without having to know the great mystery. It's a great mystery that we'll never know. The sooner you let go of the why and the pressure to know why, the sooner you will just be open to pieces of the mystery to come together as they are needed to come, as you need them, as you require them to come together. Okay. There's human design for the week. Tell me what you think of that and how that feels to you. And we're going to move into tarot cards. Listen, I'm going to do tarot cards for the week. And then after that, I'm going to do private readings. I put the link to donate for a private reading, not a private reading, donate for an individual reading on the live stream. If you'd like to donate any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, I thank you and I love you and I appreciate you. And as a big thank you, I will pull some cards and see what is in store for you for the week ahead. If you're not, that's a bit.ly link, but it goes to a PayPal link. If you're not able to use PayPal, please leave a comment and let me know. And I will put the, I'll put my Venmo link up in here. Sometimes people aren't able to access PayPal for some reason, and I don't really know why. But before we go into the individual readings, I'm going to do a collective tarot card reading. Spirit, what else do we need to know about the energies coming up this week? How can we understand more deeply, even more deeply, what we are swimming through, wading through, how it serves us, how we can serve the collective and the divine? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. 3 major arcana in this spread. The majority of them major arcana. All right. I'll show you the cards in a minute. But what I'm getting from this is things are changing. Things are coming up for us as a result of this change. As the energy shifts and continues to shift, it's like a till. It churns up the soil, and the soil is you and your subconscious and your unconscious, and bringing things to the surface. I mean, you'll notice since 2020, really, like since 2020, it has been nonstop shifting. It has been nonstop. Oh my God, the energies are just one intense transit after another, one intense shift after another. We are all experiencing the till. We are all the soil that is being constantly tilled. And the reason for that is because we are the bridge. We are coming from an old energy, an old paradigm, right? An old one of scarcity and struggle and fighting and hustle. And we're moving into this paradigm. We've actually already moved to this paradigm, community and unity and love. But because we have this old energy that we're bringing in, we're being cleansed and cleared and tilled all the time, right? And the more you relax into it, the more you just relax and roll with the energy, the less painful it will be. Remember that struggle is a choice. Suffering is a choice. You can be in pain. Pain is very real. Grief is very real. Challenge is very real. All of these things are real things. But the mental piece is hanging on to, staying attached to what is going away, what we are leaving behind in the old paradigm. That is what causes the suffering, the mental suffering. And what we're experiencing is this constant shifting, the Wheel of Fortune, turning, incredibly potent energies. And we're healing. And we're just excavating and excavating and excavating. And how many of you have noticed your intuition just light and fires, man? Your intuition is skyrocketing as a result of the energies peeling it back for us. so that we can just continue to heal and move closer and closer to our authentic core, so that we can be of divine service, so that we can take our gifts, our passions, and be of divine service and give and receive in this incredibly equal way: community, unity, and love. Community, unity, and love. And all of this comes together on the backs of the individual. Love yourself more. The more you are able to cultivate self-love through this process, through these changes, through these cycles, the more you are of divine service from a cup that runneth over. If you love yourself, you will never give from an empty place, because you are constantly refueling and you are giving from a place of plenty. And when you're depleted, you love yourself enough to disconnect. You love yourself enough to let go and understand that that is best for everybody. That being a martyr and giving from a place of lack does nobody no good. Nobody no good. So we're in a place this week in the quiet. Pay attention to where the tension is in your body. Listen to your intuition. Go into the stillness. This is very much a card of stillness and spirit and breath. And this is a card of releasing the stuck energy, the trauma, of healing and healing deeply. All while the energy is shifting, shifting, shifting. It is always shifting. And the result is divine service. And your one task is to love yourself more. Pretty simple, right? Not a problem. Thanks very much. I am thrilled to be a part of this. It is an amazing time to be alive, I think. Okay, let's do readings. We have a couple of people. Gracie, yes, I saw that you made a donation. I'm going to do your reading right now, my love. If you'd like a reading today, go ahead and leave a donation on that link on the screen. It's also linked in the description of the video. And if you're having a hard time getting to the PayPal for whatever reason, let me know. I'll throw up the Venmo. I'm just going to check phone real quick because some people... Okay. Okay, Rick, I got you. All right. Gracie, you first, my love. You first, my love. Thank you for coming on and allowing me to be of service to you and for your support, the Bhava Mission, and me. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Gracie, what does beautiful Gracie need to know for the week ahead? Spirit, what does Gracie need to know for the week ahead? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, Judgment. 3 of Swords, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Temperance card. Okay, my sweet. I know you've been going through it. I know you've been going through it, but something is going to shift for you this week in your awareness, in your insight. Brian, I got your donation. I saw you there. You're next, babe. So, Gracie, you're going to see things. You're going to have a perspective shift this week. And it's going to bring you into some real wisdom, that's already inside of you, but you're going to pop back into yourself so that you and really spend some time there. For you, coming into this quiet place that we talked about this week is very, very much, you're very much aligned with the collective energies of just, okay, we are retreating, because you're going to have a really big perspective shift. And the thing about the Judgment card, it's like this, my favorite tarot reader in the world, Lisa Greenfield, she uses this analogy. She says the Judgment card is like if you've lived your whole life in a pitch black room, and there's things, there's furniture, there's things on the floor, and you know where everything is because you've lived there your whole life, even though it's pitch black, right? And then somebody comes on and turns on a light. Nothing has changed and everything has changed. That's what this card, it's a little hard to see, is signifying for you, is a major perspective shift. And one of the results of that is going to be, whoa, I'm retreating. Okay, I'm going in. I'm doing some soul searching. I'm doing some deeper digging. Now you have the 3 of Swords here, which is the Heartbreak card. This is challenging, but swords are the mind, honey. This is sort of a mental heartbreak. Your mind is all tangled up, and you're going to have to start to untangle that and unravel that. And you have the moon here too. The moon card is about how our mind and our intuition communicate, and they do not speak the same language. So what happens is the moon comes in and can really drive you into stories in your mind, into all kinds of tales, of fantastical tales, because it's trying to interpret what your intuition is telling you, and they don't speak the same language. So when you have the stories coming up and you have the mental tangles taking you over, your job, my sweet, is to go into yourself. Meditation, grounding, breathing, moving deeply into yourself, deeper and deeper into yourself, is going to help you integrate this perspective shift and move you through this really challenging time, which is very much, there's a lot going on in there. You have a lot going on right now, but there's a shift coming this week. And really, this is not an action week. The final card you have is the Temperance card. And this is about coming back into full alignment, mind, body, and heart and spirit. Everything coming back into alignment and balance and feeling balanced. All right. That's where you're headed towards this week. You're taking real concrete steps towards that this week. And the reason you're able to do that is because you are committed and available for that shift and that opening. And I love you so much, and you're doing amazing, and I appreciate you, and I hope that is helpful. You beautiful human. Thank you very much. Okay. Just refreshing my list here. Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, Brian. What does Brian need to know this week? What does Brian need to know this week, Spirit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does Brian need to know this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bum, bum, bum. That's familiar. Wheel of Fortune. We had that. The Empress. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. And the 5 of Swords. Okay, my sweet. You're very lined up with the energies. You got the same card, right? Things are shifting and you're aware of it. You're feeling those shifts. What I love about this is you have the Empress and you have the 8 of Pentacles. These are both powerfully creative cards. This is creativity. This is abundance. This is receptivity. This is a deeply feminine energy. And that feminine energy that's required for you to get into that creative space, for you to get into that receptive mode so you can receive the energy of creativity and birth it as your artistry, which is represented by the 8 of Pentacles, something concrete, something that you're working on and building in the world, like coming out of you, okay? So these energies are playing really well together. You need to pay attention to where partnership is available to you in the birthing process of these creative energies. Who can you work with? You do better when you work with someone else. Now, the feeling I get is a little hard for you to let go. It's a little hard for you to trust another person with your sacred creativity and your sacred artistry. Because when we are in a creative space, I mean, our creations are incredibly personal and we're very vulnerable in our creativity. But you need to push through the fear. It's represented by the 5 of Swords here. Okay, this is a mind. I mean, it's like, oh my God, fear, possibly defensiveness, a little bit of rigidity when it comes to control of your creative energies and your artistry. And this can be anything, anything that your creativity flows through out into the world. How you birth it is your artistry, whether that's painting or writing or songs or, your work, whatever work you do in the world, you're birthing that creative energy. So partnership is important to you, and you're needing to let go of rigidity and fear and defensiveness around allowing other people into your creative process and your creative birthing. Have faith that the right people are going to show up when you open up to those people, when you open up to that energy, okay? This doesn't come from a head place. This comes from a body place. This comes from an intuitive knowing. You're going to know, you're going to feel it when the right people show up for you, okay? And it's going to feel amazing, but you have to transcend this fear. You have to stay with the fear and move through it and transcend through it, okay? Again, I'm going to say this again, not necessarily a big action week for you because you're dealing with the fear, like this is coming up and you're staying with it and you're staying present with it, like we talked about with the collective energies. All right, darling? But you got a lot of creative juices flowing flowing through you. They want to be birthed, but 1 + 1 = 3. 1 + 1 = 3. Okay. Again, I still have openings for readings. If you would like a reading, please make a donation in any amount to the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and I will most happily get you a reading. Okay, Rick. Beautiful Rick. All right. Rick, what does Rick need to know for the week ahead? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does Rick need to know for the week ahead? Thank you, Spirit. Brian, I'm so glad that reading resonated. Thank you for sharing that with me. What does Rick need to know for the week ahead? The Moon, the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, the Father of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Okay, Rick, darling, you got it going on, mister. You got it going on. And because you got it going on, your ego mind is coming in to create dissent. And that's okay. I mean, that's a very human thing. That just happens. That's just what we do. Humans are like that. This is information for you and a strategy so that you do not have to suffer because you so got it going on right now. The way that you don't, okay, here's the Moon card, which is like your mind going, oh my God, but what if? Oh my God, but this could happen. Oh my God, right? But you have the Six of Wands here, which is victory. Yes, you have the Father of Pentacles, which is grounded, resources, mastery of the material world. You have the High Priestess. Your intuition is flying high and on fire, baby. And you got the Moon over here going, yeah, but really, what if? It could all go wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe that's not what's happening. Maybe you're lying to yourself. Maybe it's terrible, right? And here's the antidote to that. Gratitude, my love. Gratitude. Getting deeply into gratitude. Daughter of Cups. Receiving love. Receiving abundance. Receiving intuition. That's the secret sauce right there, is gratitude. All you have to do to ameliorate this mind energy is to do a daily gratitude list, to stand with I see a vision of you standing with your arms in the sky saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, and feeling and embodying that gratitude and appreciation for everything. There's so much to be grateful for. And you know this. It's just your sneaky little ego mind coming in as things are really looking good as a way to sabotage. Because when you're expanding into that kind of goodness and that kind of energy, our ego, the story goes, oh, I can't manage Rick that way. We don't know how to do this energy and this frequency. Let's shut him down. Let's put him back in his box so we can keep our job, man. You don't have to listen to it. It's just a story. It's not real. It's not real. Okay, let's see. Let me check the list. All right. Looks like we are complete for readings. Let me just double check real quick. Make sure. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Looks like it, my loves. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for jumping on. I do want to share one thing. I am teaching a free 5-day psychic medium masterclass. A Facebook group is listed in the description of this video. It's called We Be Psychic Bitches with 2 Z's at the end. Listen, I'm going to give you all my things that I know, everything I can squeeze into 5 days. I'm going to give that to you. It's a free masterclass. Join that group. Join in. There's a bunch of people in the group now. We're all getting to know each other and talking, getting little tidbits. And then the actual class starts October 3rd. And this will be 5 days of live videos where I'm going to go through psychic mediumship. If you're interested in learning more about psychic mediumship, intuition development, please join that group and be a part of that class. It's going to be amazing. And I'm really excited to put this all together and share this with you in an even more smooth and cohesive way. I've been teaching this stuff for years. I'm really good at teaching people how to tap into their intuitive gifts. One of my favorite things to do, and I haven't done it in a minute. So join that group. Come on in. Let's play. Let's learn. Ask all the questions. Share everything. I'm going to share everything. It's going to be amazing. And if this has been valuable to you, this broadcast has been helpful, please share it out with your friends, family, anybody who you think would benefit from this Bhava broadcast. Let's build our community up. Let's share the sacred space and build the sacred space. This is such a magical time together. And I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much. And I love you. And I hope you have an amazing week, amazing rest of your evening. Bye, my loves. Thank you.